Thank you for watching. You are the best thing ever. Now, this is for those who want and who can do more. You have options in the description below. Pick the one that fits you best. May I just suggest the membership program because it's the easiest, fastest way and the most affordable way to support the channel. But understand that by you watching from start to finish, liking, subscribing, and doing all that silly nice stuff pushes the algorithm forward as well. So do not minimize the essence of viewership. Thank you a ton. You know, I did this in 30 seconds. What? If something doesn't make sense, most of the time, it doesn't make sense. If there is a red flag, most of the time, it is worth a second look. Now, I'm not saying all the time, because in life, there's no such thing as absolutes. But all I'm trying to tell you is that if something smells like fish, most likely it's a fish. This situation has taken a slight turn where I am actually now having second thoughts. And there's also a second point that is absolutely funny to me. But you know what? Hey, for those who are new here, I am Alistair Nzekio, and this is just my point of view. Let's start with the first segment. You know what I find very fascinating to me is what is this impatience? What is this thing with instant gratification? I don't understand. June 26th is right around the corner. There is a gag order on this situation, but the media and everybody else is like, what's going on? What's going on? Open the door, open the door, open the door. I mean, I don't understand. Everybody be quiet. Put your adult pants on. Have a seat. Drink some coffee. June 26th is literally tomorrow. Relax, we're going to get everything we need on June 26th, but no, apparently nobody cares, nobody wants to wait. So listen to this. I found it super funny, by the way. Super funny.
Gag order that the court imposed principally on parties in the case. So the prosecution, the defense, the investigators, not to speak to the media outside the court. And the gag order is written very broadly so that it appears to also apply to victims and their counsel. And that, I think, is the issue that's going to come before the court on May 25th.
Gray argues the gag order should only apply to attorneys, investigators, and their agents, and defendant Bryan Kohberger. Gray believes the family members of the victims should be allowed to speak under their First Amendment rights. But even with a hearing date set for later this month, Schoenstein says an official ruling may not be made right away.
Exactly. Do you understand how much of a waste of time that is? If waste of energy, it's really not worth it. Just wait till June 26th. Give me the story. Give me the story. I have news for you. There's plenty more of effed up poop going on in this world. We can take a back seat on this and talk about the other smear diarrhea on the wall and talk about those until June 26th, when everything will be revealed. They are just going hard for something that you won't even get a judgment on in time before June 26th. Do you know what I mean? Instant gratification. Let me tell you something, if you care to listen. Instant gratification is the downfall of most situations. Now, listen. Instant gratification is not healthy. I'm going to leave it as that because then people will get offended. But no, it's not healthy. Train yourself to be patient and to postpone gratification, right? Because life is not like that. Like that. I want candy. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's go to the next thing. That's funny to me, but let's go to the juice of the news. Let's talk about this next segment. Follow my thought process here, okay? Because there is something that doesn't smell quite right to me. So when I first heard about the defense team, the defense of Kohberger, that subpoenaed this lady, I was like, wait a minute, what? But they subpoenaed her with a statement saying that Bethany Funk has information/evidence that will exonerate Kohberger. And I was like, really? Really? So then I went back and be like, okay, so if she's a surviving person, what did she say? And I realized that she never actually said anything at all about the situation. And I was like, wait a minute. What do you mean she's a surviving person? How could she not have made a statement? And so I went back again and I was like, oh, okay. The reason why there may not have been a statement from her is because she was not around. She was in the house, down in the basement from what I understood. But, you know, maybe sleeping, and she woke up to like, carnage, right? It wasn't like DM who was like, oh my God, I see someone. Oh my God, I froze. Oh my God, bushy eyebrows. But DM is the one who inspired this icon for Kohberger. So I was like, okay, so the only explanation as to why they would not take her statement is because she probably was in her room and she didn't see anything. So therefore, there's nothing to say. There's nothing to put down. There's nothing to say. Now, in the same breath, why would Kohberger defense team be so hellbent on having her speak with them? Right? And we all know Kohberger thinks he's smarter than everybody else, right? So he's probably pulling the shots over there with his defense attorney. Like, look, what's her name? Bethany. Look, Bethany, get her. Go subpoena her. I want to speak with her, right? There's a lot of behind the scene talk that's going on there because Bethany has tried to fight the subpoena, and apparently, not that she failed, but she agreed to meet with them. Why? Now, when I try to put my sense meter, when I put my sense meter together, what is that? It's the battery of my, I'll tell you after my thought. When I put my sense meter together, something doesn't make sense. Because if I survive a potential massacre, even if I didn't see anything, the door's locked, you know, if I open the door and I'm like, wait, what happened to my friends? Oh, they're dead? And they're like, what? And they apprehend a potential murderer. The last thing you will see me do is to be anywhere near that potential person. Guilty or not, I don't give a crap. So when I put that one and one together, yeah, we'll fight the subpoena and totally makes sense, right? However, I would let the court force me to do the subpoena, not dismiss it and show up and wiggle with Kohberger. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So the fact that she agreed to go and meet with the defense team speaks volume to me. So in the same sentence now, okay, what could be the information that Bethany Funk has that could exonerate Kohberger? And it made me think. And the reason why it made me think is because she agreed. She didn't let the court force her. She agreed to the subpoena. She agreed. First she fought it, and then she's like, okay, fine, I'll go talk to them. She agreed. So my brain tells me there could be two scenarios here. The first one is, three. Lawyers are expensive. The first one is like, I don't have the money for this lawyer, all right? I got nothing to say anyway, so fine. I'll go and talk, darn it. Right? Lawyers are expensive. They are. The second reason is, so the prosecution may have come forward and be like, look, Bethany, what do you know? What do you think they want? Well, they want to, I don't know. I was in my room and the door was locked. I have no freaking idea. All right, Bethany, go ahead. Go speak to the defense. Okay. Right? So the prosecution may have got themselves involved behind the scene, right? And the third reason, which I can't rule that out, I really cannot rule that out. It might seem ridiculous to you, but hear me out. Maybe, just maybe she and Kohberger were having a good old time downstairs in the basement. And Kohberger really isn't the killer. Now wait, before you throw darts, can you imagine who's having a good time right now from that statement? Ashley Gillard. She must be like, I told you, Rebecca! I told you, Rebecca Scottsfield, you're going down. And, you know, she's the only one having a good time right now. But I just thought in my head, like, oh my God, wouldn't it be insane if Ashley Gillen was right? Oh my God. If Rebecca Scottsfield is the actual killer, I can't even breathe. I think I would do cartwheels, backflips, front flips, side wiggles, backstrokes. I think I would just faint. Ashley's having a good old time, going to prison soon. She's in so much trouble. That's a different story for a different time. Ashley Gill is so much trouble, but you know, in my mind, I'm like, maybe Bethany and Kohberger were doing what college students do, which explains why Kohberger was around the house, which explains why, because maybe he was having a little affair with Bethany. I don't know. Maybe, right? And he's like, so Kohberger is telling his defense, like, defense, lady, I don't know why they think I'm the killer. I was in the room having a good old time taking a nap, and I had to escape before breakfast because, you know, Bethany doesn't want to show me off to her roommates. And I just left. I was gone. I left. And then I had to remind myself, then I had to come right back down to earth and remind myself about that. Well, you know, there's the knife sheath. There's a knife sheath. There's DNA. Like, what is that knife sheath doing in the room of the murdered victim, right? And I'm like, yeah, how'd you explain that if you did the dirty and escaped in the back window, right? Like, then I had to remind myself, then when you went home, you cleaned up your car with bleach. Who does that? Have you ever cleaned your car with bleach? I've never done that. Please, I hardly even go to car washes. You know what I mean? Oh my God. So then I had to remind myself, like, no, I'll stay. No. Like maybe, but the Kohberger is more suspicious than anything else. So, you know, but it was a good top situation going on. What do you think? Yeah, it's the shortest video I've ever made. It's the reason why it's because it's Kohberger. There's a gag order. There's no information. So all you news media acting like children, have a seat, get some coffee, and talk, and, you know, focus on other criminals. There's plenty of them out there. There's plenty of content of criminals. Why are they so harped on the Kohberger situation? You know, I find it so comical. Like, I find it so comical. They actually, the media wiggle themselves into a court date on May 25 just to be told, we'll make a decision about this July 1st. Like, because June 26th is when the Kohberger bag opens. It's literally tomorrow. Have a seat, drink some coffee, and wiggle. Like, there's plenty more other stuff to do. Now, let me tell you about this thing. Yes, it's my wire, because after you, I download this thing into the computer right here, and I go to editing, because the short video will be edited very quickly. This is really great. But Noah, you know, I have such a good time, and, you know, I'm not going to waste this thing. This is pre-recorded, by the way. Pre-recorded before Thursday. Yeah, I have a content uploading flow. This is pre-recorded. So, hello. Now, let's go and talk about something stupid, and let's have a good laugh. Next segment. Ha, 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 ha. One of the missions of this channel is to have a good time and to make you laugh. I kid you not. And it makes me so happy when we get to laugh, because some of these cases are very hard to digest. And so it's important to always have a little bit of wiggle and laughter. And also, one of my stress factors is laughter. So I giggle without too much work. Okay, enough talking already. So let's look at this.
Here's another work-induced dancing incident caught on tape. In this scene, a security camera caught a cafe worker grooving to their own beat when they thought no one was around to judge them. The short clip was shot in South Korea of a woman diligently mopping until a famous K-pop song started playing on the radio. Just a few seconds into the song was enough for her to literally drop what she was doing and pull out the entire routine.
Okay.
Either she's rehearsed those moves, or she came up with the choreography on her own because she's really working that dance floor. But all of that confidence must have come from her thinking no one was around to judge her, because she had no idea her boss had walked in. He seems to be enjoying the free show though, and is sure to stay quiet, so the experience won't end prematurely. Once she turns to see him there, he begins to clap, and she immediately goes from an impromptu pop star to an apologetic worker slacking on the job. The video made its popularity on Facebook, where millions of people saw the woman dancing like a pro. And maybe she really is one.
Oh, this is great. This is great because this is something that is not far from my alley. Yeah, I do this. I do this sometimes at work. Yeah, I do this sometimes at work. This is not far from real life. This is so funny. It's so funny. You know, sometimes work is tough. Work is hard. So sometimes when there's most patrons are gone, it's 11. And a few people that I get along with get into the office. We wiggle. Yeah. She just went like this. Okay. So funny. So funny. So funny. So funny. What a good time this was. So, yeah. Short video, right? Yeah. Because it's so comical. News like Kohberger, everybody have a seat. Kohberger is too busy being gagged ordered. June 26th, we're all going to see the truth. The truth will be revealed on the 26th of June. Yeah, we're either going to say, sorry, Ashley, or we're going to say, hi. Look, today's Thursday. Wink, wink. And how was hump day yesterday? The weekend is coming. Tomorrow is alive. Are you ready? Yeah. So, as I don't know if you guys know, first, I don't know why I said that. My feel-good chemicals are raging in my mind. I'm still feeling so very happy. Listen, Beefy, when he was up here, such a good time. We had an amazing time. Beefy and I have great chemistry, and we are working on a little project behind the scenes together. We really are. And I'll share with you when it's time. It's nowhere near ready, okay? And it's very small. It's not going to eat a lot of my time. Remember, I do things with sustainability. Otherwise, it's pointless. Anyway, the Let's Talk Summer is going to be short. Do you want to know why? Because I am recording content like that. So after this, I have to record some more. But all of that needs to be edited by a certain date. I have some more time now. So I'm pumping content as much as I can. So I'm going to go. And oh, by the way, daycare. I gotta do this within a certain time frame, right? So even though work has gone down, I still have to do this, work, all before 4 p.m. because that's when I go pick up Olympia at the daycare. And then once the baby's here, forget your life. Nothing gets done. I still don't understand how people have more than one kid. I don't understand how I don't know how single parents do it. I really still don't, because it is so freaking hard. I only have one with a million help. I don't even know how people do it. I think I'll be a zombie. I think I'll be brain dead. If I had more than one kid, I don't know. I think I'll be brain dead. I guess I'm not that strong. I am not that strong. It's so hard. Or maybe I don't enjoy this phase, but I can't. It's giving me PTSD like talking about it, because me and Chris have talked about having a second one. The original plan was to have two. Honey, after Olympia, it's like, I don't know. Yeah. And lucky for us, we don't have the oops, I'm pregnant. We don't have that problem. I'm pregnant. We don't have that problem. Thank God. No. So for us to have another one, we really have to think, and we have to put in the work. But it might change. Everybody tells me it'll be better. It'll get better. Everybody around me is like, it'll be better. You'll forget it. Especially my sister-in-law who has 4 kids. My sister-in-law has 4 kids. She's like, it'll be better. You'll want one later. I'm like, honey, I'm 38 years old. If you're telling me by the time Olympia is 4 years old, I'll be what, 38? 39? 40? 41? 42? 42 years old with a newborn? Are you out of your mind? No. There's someone here. I heard my alarm. You know our security system's here. Please. Someone is here. I'm not expecting anybody. I'm gonna go and see who that is. Do I have a bat? I don't have a bat, but I have a panic button. I do. Okay. Anyway, bye.